Hey guys, this is Lee with Clean Simple Portraits, going over another photo shoot for you to deconstruct it, show you how to shot it. This is a lady by the name of Hannah, and she is an anchor at a local news station. And this shoot was for a magazine. Did a cover shoot and then also some inside images for the article. And I don't think I have the other images, but I have the cover image here. And wanted just basically to go over this one and break it down. So as you can tell, I always encourage people to learn how to deconstruct images, follow the shadows, and find out where the light was coming from. So you can tell in this image, you can see the light, or I'm sorry, the shadows are over here, over this way. So, and you can even see the shadow coming down this way. That tells you follow the shadow in the opposite direction, and that will tell you where the light came from. So we know the light was camera left. And this right here is the setup for how I shot it. This was about a 5-foot octobox, I guess, 5 or 6 foot, I don't recall. And it was raised up. I generally take my whatever my modifier is, and I raise it up, maybe, I don't know exactly how high above someone's head, but it's usually at their head and pointed down some. And also on this one you can see that I have it extending out past her. A lot of times I'll see folks, they'll take their softbox or umbrella or whatever, and they'll have it back here, and they're just, essentially they're lighting the back of the person. You want to have it out here, and that way it wraps the light all the way around them. One other suggestion, if you're going to use a big softbox like this, make sure you have something weighing it down. I think I threw a couple of sandbags on there, and want to make sure it doesn't topple over on someone. That would be pretty bad. So one light, as you can see, is just one light setup. Didn't use a reflector, anything like that. Again, as I said in my other videos, if you're shooting for magazines, if you know you're doing kind of a cover shoot, you want to shoot a little bit wider. This image right here has some, one of the studio lights up there in the top, and I knew that was going to happen because they're going to put the name of the magazine and all that kind of stuff over there. So if you're going to shoot magazines, shoot a little bit wider, give them a little bit of room to put their magazine or the name of the magazine in there. And anything else, hands, generally not supposed to put hands towards the lens. It can make them look kind of weird or whatever. She kind of fell into this pose, so I just kind of went with it. And one thing that I would do, and I tell other folks to do, some folks are kind of ask, how do you get people to pose? How do you get people to turn around and do this and that without actually touching them? And a trick I've learned, I'm sure from somebody else, is to take your hand out and say, I've got your chin, or I've got your nose, or whatever you want to say, and just say follow wherever I put, whatever I have. So, I say I've got your chin right here, and then move your hand to your left, and 9 times out of 10 they understand what's going on and they'll do it. So she turned her chin to her right shoulder, and it's kind of more of an effeminate, feminine kind of pose, I guess you could say. You wouldn't typically do this with a guy, but she just kind of fell in to the majority of this. It was a pretty quick shoot, and it worked for him. Finally, there's an image where they kind of cropped it and did everything. It looks really bleached out and bad here. I think it's just because I had an old camera phone picture of it when it came in. But you can see how they cropped out a large portion, up here. They cropped out that light and whatnot, and then they used a white font there so that it would stand out against the black. Anyways, if you have any questions, comments, you know where to leave them. And if you like the info, subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.